All right, all right, all right. It is time to close out day one, SEMA 2025. Here in the Nexen Live booth, I'm Mike Caudill with Chasing Horsepower. And we're going to close it out with one of my longest friends here at SEMA. NASCAR driver Peyton Sellers is joining us here to close out the day.
I like it. I like it.
You like it?
Yes, sir.
You want to talk about it?
Not right now.
We're not going to talk about our last experience together with NASCAR because
Okay.
it probably didn't end the way that we wanted it
move on.
to.
Yep.
We're going to move on from that one. But
Exactly.
Peyton has a special vehicle in the booth here at Nexen, and that's how you ended up here. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. We're proud to, have the Nexen tire on our RBW car. RBW is a car company based out of the UK. They're got a
Are
plant.
you British?
No, not
I'm
at
just
all.
checking.
Not at all.
Sorry.
I'm Southern.
It was
I don't know if
easy.
you can hear me. I'm Southern, but from Southern Virginia. But we are opening up a car plant in Southern Virginia, Danville to be specific. That's my hometown. We are going to build these beautiful RBW automobiles right here. They are the MG bodies and silhouettes of the MG, but they're OEM. We build our own cars. They're not resto mods. They're fully electric. Beautiful interiors. Take a look at them. You'll be really impressed with them. And I know you've already seen them.
I've driven it.
Absolutely.
I've driven it. It has a 0 to 60. Now, look, you're gonna laugh when I say this, but I'm gonna tell you don't laugh because I got to finish my sentence. I flew to London to test drive this car. I'm a journalist, right? It has a 0 to 60 of 9.6 seconds.
It's not quite that bad.
It's that bad, I'm telling you. But you say bad, it's not. I put it on a racetrack. It's called Cobra. And this car was more fun than I've had in a car in a long time. And it's because of that weight distribution, the way that EV technology responds to a vehicle of that size and weight. You also mentioned you're going to be putting jobs here in America.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be doing it in the state of Virginia.
Yep.
How many units? When does it go online? What's the process?
So the plan is a 30,000 square foot facility. It'll be up and running by the first of the year. They're hanging sheetrock right now. They're doing flooring. It's very exciting to see things happening around there. And we're currently putting a couple together in Danville right now, but our plant will be open by the first of the year. By the end of the first year, I'm looking for about 50 employees right now in Danville, producing about 8 to 15 cars a month. And this is just the beginning. The MG automobile is just the beginning of this. We've got other models in place that we're working toward, and we're working with partners right now trying to get all of our supply chain figured out, trying to get all the parts and pieces in place to be able to set these up and produce right there in Danville.
And I know you can't mention the automakers, but what we can comfortably say is that they may have more of a domestic feel to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We know that the MG is a very niche automobile. Everybody knows somebody that had an MG growing up. Their dad drove
My mom.
one. Their mom
MG
drove
BGT
one.
in the British racing.
They had one in college and that sort of thing. So it's a culture around the MGs that I've been learning about because I come from more of a NASCAR background. And to see how many people flock to these things. We had them at Pebble Beach last year, and we were at Fort Lauderdale this past weekend in the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. People love MGs. I didn't realize there was that kind of a following behind them.
It's a little bit of a cult following.
It is. But they're beautiful cars. They're fun. They're the right size. You can have a lot of fun with them. They'll max out at about 90 miles an hour. We got them limited to 90. If you sign the paperwork, we can bump them to about 110, but 90 is what we sell them at right now. They're just fun cars to drive. They're reliable. That's what it's all about, is the reliability. You're never going to smell that burning fuel. You're never going to have bad fuel or having to choke it or anything like that. So it's just fun.
The CEO of the company, Peter Swain, he's very adamant about driving the vehicle.
Yes.
And you have a lot of companies come to market today. They don't really want you to drive the vehicle until you own the vehicle.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of an interesting testament. I've been to the manufacturing facility. They're all hand-built.
Mm-hmm.
This is a car that's built by hand. The chassis rolls in, makes a complete circle, figure eight around the facility, and out it goes. I know that, and I'm drawing a blank on his name, the terminal list. The guy that the author owns one of these vehicles. I'm just drawing a blank on his name.
I am too.
Say it again. Lee
Lee
Child.
Childs.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
yes.
Lee Child owns one of these vehicles. I know Benson Boone just had one in his
Utah.
most recent
Yep,
video.
yep. Benson Boone had one in Utah. Pete called me today. The owner of the company called me today. He says, "You're never going to believe what I'm doing." He said, "I'm driving the truck back. I've just hand-delivered a car to the drummer for Coldplay."
Coldplay.
He said, "I dropped it off."
Yeah.
He said, "Cool guy, massive house. I'm headed back to go build more cars."
Yeah. Let me let's just do a little transition here. Cars are beautiful. They're going to be here for the rest of the week for everybody to take a look at. NASCAR. I find it so fascinating having known you for as long as I have, and NASCAR is one of those ups and downs. It's all about sponsorships and being out there on the track. Kyle Larson surprised a lot of people.
He got up on the wheel.
He
got up on it.
How?
Yep.
So we were having this conversation. If you stay in the points race, you don't have to win every race.
Just got to win the last one.
There were some really upset people when this news came out.
Yeah. So watching Denny Hamlin, he had the race in control Sunday night, led the most laps, had a good pit stop with 20 to go, had a bad pit stop with 5 to go. Kyle Larson wins the race.
4 tires versus 2.
4 tires versus 2.
You'd ever imagine that in NASCAR, swapping 2 tires as opposed to 4 tires?
Absolutely. That's a world of difference.
Who's his crew chief?
It's a guy named Cliff Daniels. And
That dude just got the biggest, fattest paycheck by doing that.
Yes.
All right, so what's next for you? You got the RBW thing going. I know you're still getting seat time.
Yep.
I know you're rushing back to go to a banquet.
Yep.
You're all over Are you the mayor of Danville?
Pretty much. No, it's a lot
Pretty
of fun.
much.
I
He just said pretty much he's the mayor of Danville.
No, I have a lot of fun. I'll be honest with you. I get to race a lot. We race about 40 races a year at different levels and different tracks around the southeast there, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Work for RBW, work at our family business some, and just living an incredible life. I've got a 3-year-old girl now. That's the most fun of my life, though. Like racing, everything I do takes a second to that little girl and spending time with her. So still love to race. Still, it's a passion. I love going every weekend. We've got cars testing right now to race at South Boston this weekend for a big event. And, man, it's just life's good.
And I know you are working hard to sponsor younger drivers and take what you've learned in NASCAR. You know, you're really working to get the next generation of drivers out there.
So we have got a development program that we do through Joe Gibbs. Joe called me about 2 years ago and says, I've got a couple young kids, one in particular that I want to move through our program into our Cup cars, but he doesn't know anything about stock car racing right now. He had been racing in Bandoleros and Legends, and we've taken him in 1 late model stock races with him now. Joe calls and checks on him, says, how's he doing? They're putting him in one of his cars next year. So it's a feeder series that we're able to do that right there in Danville with our shop. So it's a lot of fun.
All right, before we go, I'm going to because I love Peyton so much, I'm going to share just this little story we were talking about earlier. So Peyton was recently invited to be part of a new television show coming out, this inspirational show. This inspirational show about the next generation of drivers, and there were 15 drivers that they invited to be a part of this, and Peyton was one of those 15. And I said, hey, man, how come you didn't? Because he told me, he said, I didn't do it.
Yep.
Tell him why you didn't do it.
Well, there's several reasons to go into it. My dad's health reasons is one thing, but I'm the old guy. I'm taking a different look at this whole thing right now.
I know.
15, 20 years ago, I would have done anything to do that show and be a part of it. But now I'm looking back, I'm like, I'm happy where I'm at right now. I'm comfortable where I'm at.
It's a beautiful thing.
I get an opportunity to look at everything, like I want to look through it right now.
It's a beautiful thing.
And I'm not sitting there, living and dying on every single thing that happens day in and day out right now.
Yeah. You game to close out the next 5 minutes with me to talk about the show?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to keep Peyton up here for a minute. I think for the rest of the week, we're going to be milling around, checking out some of the other products. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. We're definitely going to have Richard Rollins up here tomorrow, Gas Monkey Garage. Say it again? Oh, well, we'll get to that. That's my close. We've got some other celebrity folks going to be coming in and out during the rest of the week. We get other graffiti artists and tattoo artists will be up here, and some other CEOs from automakers. Peyton, thank you so much.